guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Florence. Let me introduce myself. I'm a student in Canada and I'm currently studying business administration. I'm from Ghana, and yeah, that's a little bit about myself. So on this channel we're talking more about myself, my education, my university life, my finance life, and everything, my party lives and all that. But for today, the video for today is much more sad than I anticipated, right? So I lost my mother on the 9th of this month, which was a Monday. You know, I don't know about you, but they don't really people don't really talk about their losses because it's really hard. And my mother was one of the closest persons to me. She actually validates me, tell me that, yo Florence, I asked mama, do you think that the way I'm going, the road I'm taking, my steps of life, whatever the decisions I make, is it good? And she'd be like, yeah, you're on the right part. Now I've lost the person that could validate me, and I would accept it because it's only my mother that could validate me, and I'll see value in it and accept the validation, right? So a little bit about how I heard the news. So backtracking to how my mother died and when she died, right? On Sunday, I called my mom. I called my little sister because my mommy was hospitalized. I called my little sister and send the phone to mommy. I want to talk to mommy. I really want to talk to my mom because she's not feeling well. I wanted her to know that although I'm here and then she's back home, everything is fine. I'm still checking up on her, and then she has a sister in me or a friend in me, a support system in me, right? That was the goal. So normally your loved one is sick, you just want to check up on them, right? That's the same thing I did on Sunday. So she's when we're talking, she's oh, I have to use the bathroom. So for me, I was okay, sure. So I was okay, if you're going to use the bathroom, I would just call you back because I'm literally at work and it's not allowed to use your phone. You're not allowed to use your phone, but at my workplace, you're not allowed, but you could if it's an emergency, right? So I was okay, fine, I'll just call you tomorrow. Tell me why on Monday at 7 a.m. my mother passed away, and I think in Ghana time, I think Eastern time, she passed away at 10:01. So that day I woke up early. I don't know why I did. I just woke up at, I think I woke up at 6, 7-ish. I don't know. I can't really remember. And I called and I texted my sisters yo, I don't know, I can just check on my phone, this other phone of mine, to see when that is the message here. I would show you guys, but no, it's not. So I called my sisters yo, how is mom? She's yo, mom is fine. I'm okay, is everything okay now? She's yeah, they put oxygen on her because she said she couldn't breathe. And I'm what? So I was a little bit sleepy when I was typing to her. Immediately she said they put oxygen on my mother. The sleep just cleared, it was gone. And I was what? I want to talk to my mom then. And it's just okay, they told me not to tell you this. Look, immediately she said they told me not to tell you this. My heart was just pumping so much, and I knew something was wrong. I thought maybe, to me, my mind was that maybe they were going to amputate her leg, right? Because my mother was suffering from diabetes. And then I was thinking that they were going to amputate the leg because that was the next step for her surgery. So I was thinking that was what she's going to tell me, that they amputated. I was thinking she was going to tell me they amputated my mother's the one leg off. I thought that was what she was coming to say. She was mom is dead. And I'm mom is dead? mom is dead, my mother is dead. You're joking. I just went through, like, at once I was in a state of denial. I didn't accept nothing. I told my sister that, oh, you're pranking me, right? It's a prank, right? You're pranking me. You want to prank me, right? Like, you're literally joking, right? She was like, no, I'm serious, mom is dead. Just here, just a few walks away from just where I'm sitting right now, I just fell from the bed. I cried. I was crying and crying. Some of you be like, why am I not crying now? Because right now, if I should cry, I'm scared. I'm scared of crying. I'm scared of breaking. So I sat down on the floor. I had 2 classes on that day. I had economics, microeconomics, and then statistics economics as well. I had 2 classes, and for this semester, before everything happened, I planned that this semester I'm going to all my classes. I'll do all my assignment on time, make sure that I don't lack anything, and if I am, I should try and then cope and then catch up with the class, right? So that was the goal. So when I heard the news, I sat down. I cried and cried and cried. So if you watched my previous video about what I wear in a week, like the outfit I wore, you would see that I wore all black during that period. Like, I literally wore all black, except that day that my mommy was dead. I wore a blue shirt and a black gown and a black shoe, right? My eyes were so puffed. I'll show you the picture somewhere around. My eyes were so puffed. My face was so big and swollen. I had to do my hair on that day as well. I went to the hairdresser, she's my friend, and then I sat down. She was like, yo, what happened to your face? What's happening to you? I'm like, yo, I lost my mom today. She was like, what? You did? I'm like, yeah. I was telling her that, well, my mommy promised me that she'll take care of my children for me if I give birth to. So all the memories of my mommy promising me and everything she has done for me was just gushing through. I could not control my tears. I was just crying, kept crying. She was like, do you want to still do this hair? And I was like, look, before my mommy died, she told my little sister that, look, you should tell your sisters, your brothers, that they all have balls in between their thighs, which means that you are grown-ups. So she's like, we are grown-ups, and then we should try and take care of ourselves. We should be strong. I asked my sister that, where is that my mother told her this and she didn't call me to tell me that's what my mother said. But I understood, because my mother always says this thing when we're young. She'll be like, yo, you are grown-ups now, you can take care of yourself. And she always says that. So I think they didn't take it that serious when she said it again. So it was really hard for me. I went to class that day. I went for therapy. I went to the therapist, and then she asked me some series of questions. What are the things I wish I had told her? Do I regret anything? And I'm like, no, I don't regret anything. But as at the moment, I'm looking for someone to blame. Like, I want to blame someone for my mommy's death. I called my brothers and I asked my brothers, yo, like, did you do CPR for my mom? Did they do this? Did they do that? What was the sugar level? Like, I was asking questions. It's like, my brother was like, relax, Florence. If it's my mother's time to leave the world, it's time and it's okay. I was crying and kept crying for the whole week. So, normally at school, there's some point at school, like some particular places at school that I usually stop there to talk to my mom. Because normally, like, I had some particular spot to just talk to my mom, because like the school is some way, it's not like it's weird, but like if you're like talking too loud, everybody will be looking at you. So I come out from the building and then stand at some particular point and just make the call. So last time when I was walking through that place, the tears was just gushing out. And it's okay to cry. Like, it's okay. One thing I was scared of was to break. Like, I was scared of breaking. I thought, people say that, yeah, if I were the one, no, trust me. When I was young, I was like, if my mother should pass away, God forbid, okay, she's dead already, my mother should pass away, I will kill myself, I will do this. No, trust me, you wouldn't. I don't know about you, I don't know how close you are to your parent. I am very close to my mother, but I would advise that if something like that should happen, you should call somebody right away, so the person would, some people would, me for example, I just needed some space, like a space to just think for myself. But some people, the kind of relationship they have with their parent, they need people around, and that is okay. Please don't kill yourself, because I actually thought of it a little bit. Let me tell you something. If like if you lose like somebody very close to you and you think of killing yourself, I need you to think properly. So when I was sitting down at the kitchen, I was like, I took a knife and I was like, I've never calculated anything very that fast in my life than the day my mother died. I took the knife on Friday. My mother died on Monday. On Friday, I went to work. I took a knife over there. Then the thoughts were just gushing in my brain, and I was asking myself, so if I should cut my wrist right now and someone should come and see me, they would put a bandage and I might fall sick, infection or something, and it comes worse. That means I would be sitting in the wheelchair, shaking, maybe seizure or something very much terrible would happen to me, and then I would be suffering. That was not the goal. The goal is to die, right? And then now you are suffering. Do you know how it's hard? So for some people, they say that there are 7 stages of grieving. Some say there are 5 stages of grieving. To me, I think there are 5 stages of grieving, because that's what I went through. The first stage is denial. When I heard the news, as I said, I didn't believe it. Even till now, sometimes I feel like taking the phone and calling my mom. I was in shock. Like, I was shocked. I didn't believe that this can ever happen to me or my family. I never believed anything like that. I always prayed and everything. Then the second stage would be anger. I was so angry at myself. I was so angry that I asked my brothers that, like, what happened? Like, would you people not taking care of her properly? Like, I was very angry. So the third stage would be bargaining, coping, right? I was trying my best to accept that I was calculating the possibility of if she was alive, maybe because they amputate her leg and maybe she would have been suffering more or something. Like, I was trying to bargain with my thoughts and be like, it's for the best. I didn't blame God. Some points I did a little bit, but not that much. Then the fourth stage would be depression. I was so depressed, but not to that extent, because my friends were always calling to check up on me, to be like, are you fine, testing me, buying me food and all that. Like, I was literally depressed. And I think yesterday some of my friends called me and I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be alone for some period of time. I need to think for myself right now and to accept everything that is going on. Then now the fifth stage is acceptance. I've come to a point right now that I've accepted that my mom is gone and she's not going to be there. I need to be strong for my little sister. She needs to be strong for me as well, because if she's strong and I'm strong and we are both strong, it's better. So right now, if any of you is going through the same thing, I would advise that you seek a therapist, like you see a therapist, or you talk to your friends. Anything that makes you happy, anything that makes you feel occupied. Me, I went to work, I went to school, I was crying. Yes, I told my therapist to email the school to let them know that this is what is going on, the school therapist. And then they emailed all my teachers, so they are all aware. I told them that I don't want to be asked any questions because it triggers my emotions to actually start crying and all that, and I don't want to cry anymore. I'm tired of crying. I want to grieve my mother in a way, in a positive way, in a good way. Yeah, grieving has no time, trust me. I asked some of my friends, they're like, I grieved my mother for 3 years, for 1 year and all that, and it's okay to grieve. I may not be crying, it's just that emotionally I'm very strong. But this one, it broke me, but I'm scared of getting like broken again. Like, it's hard on me right now, but I'm accepting the fact that she's gone. And right now, I would just remember all her lessons, all her advice she gave me, and just follow the path, because there's no mother anymore. My mom is gone. And that motherly love, I'm happy, and I've accepted that I have experienced motherly love, because it's not everybody that has, and it's not easy. to lose your mom. And I don't know about you, but you should always seek somebody. If you are crying and you want to cry alone, you're allowed to. You can go to your friends. If you feel like you're having suicidal thoughts, be with your friends, be occupied. Some people will be like, you should go on a vacation. Go on a vacation with somebody so that you don't kill yourself, so that you don't do anything that would hurt you and hurt your family even more, right? The best thing right now you should do for the dead, your loved ones, is to prove to them that all the advice they have given you, you have taken them, and you're going to make sure that you make them proud. That's the goal now for me. That's my goal, is to make my mother proud, to let her know that, yeah, the destination she wanted to reach, or she wanted me to reach, I am going to reach there. I have reached there. That's the goal now. So in every situation, you as a person, you have to modify it. There is no time, and there is nothing like a time for you to grieve. You can grieve at any time. I literally started crying yesterday, and today I'm not crying because what? It is like I've accepted it. That doesn't mean I'm not grieving. I am still grieving. I am still sad, and I'm still worried and everything. But yeah, so yeah, it depends on you. For me, for me to become this strong, I started watching my mother's picture. So on this phone I'm filming on, if you open the phone, even if you tap on the phone, the first picture you see was my mom. You would see my mommy's picture. So at first, when she passed away, and then I see my mommy's video or her picture, I start to cry, and that was a trigger. And I knew that was my trigger, to see my mommy's picture, my mother's picture or video. It triggered me. So the best thing I did was to use her picture as a wallpaper. Every morning I see it. Anytime I touch my phone, I see my mother's picture, and I accepted it, and I saw it in me, and I'm like, okay, fine, this is my therapy. I don't think that, for me, I don't think talking to my therapist is the best. I think that accepting it as a person that she's gone is like, was the best thing that worked for me. So you have to figure your own out. You have to figure yours out. So yeah, and always take care of your health. Go to the hospital if you feel any inch in your body, because it would benefit you if you do than not doing it, because you might die. So yeah. So yeah, this is the story, and it's not a story. This is what happened to me. And for many of you out there, just know that people are actually mourning, and they are sad. But just try your best and call your loved ones, call your family as much as you can. Call them, tell them how much you love them, send them money if you can. It's not compulsory to do that, but like at the long run, you feel happy that they at least spent your money before, like you have done a lot for them, and you wouldn't regret it that they are gone. Because I don't regret my mother is gone. I just regret the fact that she will not be able to see my children, right? That's all that I regret. But apart from that, I don't regret anything. So make sure you call your loved ones, tell them you love them and everything, because you don't know when they will leave you, right? So yeah, so if you do enjoy my video and you enjoyed what I just said to you and everything that just happened in my life, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I would see you next time.